It's January 29th, 1209. I'm watching Killing Michael Jackson, The Dark Secret Behind His Death, and it came out 10 months ago. And I don't really know much about Michael Jackson. Uncultured swine, if you do say so myself. But I didn't even know he died in 2009. I thought he died way back when. I was alive when he was alive. I didn't know that actually until like literally 10 minutes ago, which is pretty fucking crazy. I've always heard it. You know, I'm probably sure I can name like 3 songs. Thriller. I can name like 1 song. But I'm making this video because he had a cardiac arrest. But they're, you know, it's investigating and everything in between. This is actually pretty fucking cool. But so far where I'm at is they found like the little drug sample, and they use the sedation basically only during surgeries to go to sleep. And I just start thinking like, oh, you know, I kind of know a little bit about that. You know what I'm saying? I know a little bit about that. You know, again, this might sound crazy, but I loved that shit because I would fight it. I remember, and this sounds fucking insane, I know, but again, dumb little kid. So when, you know, right before surgery, they hit you with a little IV, you know, it gets you like kind of woozy and drowsy. But if you fight it, it's like a best feeling. It's like a really good high. And if you're an addict, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not an addict. I'm done. That is oxybutynin right there for my bladder spasms. But the whole point is, like, you know, they had to put you to sleep. And I remember like either they do an injection or they do like the gas mask. And that was the funniest and best feeling in the world, because they'll put the gas mask on and you know they're still talking to you while you're in the room or blah 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 blah. My cat is going crazy, but breathe in, it's just air right now, and I'm just, you know, I'm breathing it in, you know what I'm saying, because it's just air, like that's what they're saying. And then they're like, oh, okay, the sedation's coming in now, like, you know, get ready for it. And every time I just like start to smile, and I vividly just like always remember like smiling and kind of like laughing and still talking to them, because I know I'm getting so high right now. First inhale, you basically knock the fuck out. But if you fight it, you literally feel your entire body like tingle. You're like fighting it, you know what I mean? And I'm laying there all the time and I'm like smiling, but I'm not trying to smile because like I don't want them thinking I'm a fucking lunatic. But I know that feeling of like fighting it, and then like finally I'm like, okay, I look like a fucking lunatic. Let me just close my eyes. And as soon as you close your eyes, you're gone. You're back in your fucking hospital room, and you're just like, what the fuck just happened? It's like the best nap ever. You know, like naps in school, like they're so uncomfortable, like on the desk and shit like this. Hit like one of these type shit. Yeah. The whole point, anyways, is because they found the sedation bottle, and it's only used during surgery. Because I don't know shit about Michael Jackson. Unbiased as fuck. I thought he just died and died. I didn't know there really was a conspiracy. There's always a conspiracy to like every fucking death. Like no one can just fucking die without like, oh, that doesn't make sense. And again, he was about to come back. Like in 2005, he had the child charges, and he got found not guilty. So then he was like, oh, I'm about to fucking make a comeback. Literally a comeback kid. At 50 years old, he's about to do something. 50 years old, and he was about to do 50 shows, something unheard of. And he was about, it's Michael Jackson. So, and he just got found not guilty. This was about to be Jesus. He was already Jesus walking on earth, but it was about to be like God walking on earth, basically. Was just, also, he had like baby advertisements in there. Think about that. I'm not trying to like bring up the charges. I'm saying as in that could have been planted. You know what I'm saying? Like they knew they were gonna kill him, so they're like, hey, let's put all this shit around here. So it's like, oh, this guy still. Remember, guys, this guy was kind of a bad guy. You know what I mean? Like trying to truly destroy his reputation. If I was going to kill Michael Jackson, is what I'm trying to say. If I was going to kill Michael Jackson, I would have also planted those things around the room to throw everybody off and to like distract everybody. I just found out that Michael Jackson had a fucking wig. Not the whole time. Back he was like doing a commercial, and then like his hair got caught on fire, and yeah. But you know, that's pretty como se dice, fucking crazy. You know, he probably had like a lot of pain going on, so that's how you get the painkillers, which makes sense. When you're a high profile, I mean, back then it was so different too. Like, you know, it is way different. Because I remember when I ran out of fucking prescriptions, they were like, we're not giving you no more, buddy. So that was it. There was a straight clean cutoff. Being a high profile, having a bunch of fucking money makes entirely two different things. So I understand how he got to that point. But I didn't know, it's just kind of crazy. I didn't know he had a fucking wig. Like, because when you think of Michael Jackson, like his hair is one of like the most iconic, not iconic, but when you see, you know what I'm saying? When you look at Michael Jackson, his hair sticks out. But it was a wig the whole time. And that's kind of like, I don't know, pretty fucking crazy. He had enough of that fucking serum to drop a rhino. So he definitely couldn't breathe on his own. Like when I go to sleep, they put the fucking breathing tube in, or he just wanted to go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? You don't need a lot to go to sleep. You can probably like fucking dip your finger in it and lick it and probably fucking knock the fuck out. But he gave Michael Jackson a lot, to the point where he can't breathe on his own. He's deep in sleep where he's not really even awake. Does that make sense? So he couldn't breathe on his own. There's a lot of fucking crazy facts going on. He had a jug bottle to pee in, and if you know me, my fucking balls fucking imploded. My bladder was ripped. So for him to be so healthy and so, like, the motherfucker can dance, you know what I'm saying? For him to, like, be immobile, or maybe he wasn't immobile, maybe he was just so late, but there's no way he was that lazy to have a jug of pee. Do you see what I'm saying there? Does that not? That sounds fucking insane. He's literally known to move like fucking, I got the moves like Jagger. I don't know who Jagger is actually, but you see what I'm saying? The doctor slit open the fucking IV bag, had the propofol thingy bajinga, whatever the fuck it's called, the serum, opened it, like had a little hole on the top, put it in the syringe bag, the whole bottle? The whole bottle, no. The whole bottle, though? The whole bottle, though. Where the fuck gave this guy his doctor license? Whoever, like, supplied the doctor with the propofol also needs to be locked the fuck up, because that's just fucking crazy. He had 5 gallons of that shit. Like, that's how much he has taken out. And it comes in about a bottle this small. It's only 100 milliliters in a bottle. He had 5 gallons, as in like how total of much he's been taken out of the hospital, basically. Like how much the receipts and everything, they added it up to 5 gallons. The doctor would order all the stuff to his girlfriend's house to like try to cover it up and hide it, and he would use her address. This is getting really good. The doctor, dog shit person. Wow, what a guess. He basically manipulated younger women to think, because, you know, he hung out with the celebrity Michael Jackson, so he used that to, yeah, but he also was going into like massive debt, trying to like portray that he also was a celebrity, but he really fucking wasn't. So that's pretty fucking gnarly. The doctor, Michael, and the or the fuck G had a contract for him to like obviously probably follow him around the fucking world for $150,000 a month. 150 racks a month just to make sure he gets enough sleep. They got a lot of money on that side. So another thing about Michael Jackson is he wanted the other guy to follow him around the world. They were like, why? Like, you're going to London. You're not going to a third world country. We got really amazing doctors too. And he was like, yeah, but the president got a doctor always traveling with him. So why can't I? You gotta remember, a year the doctor shouldn't be doing the shit he's doing. But Michael also wanted it. You know what I'm saying? He was giving Michael a bunch of pills that night, knowing they wouldn't work. That's what I don't understand. It's like they know that shit doesn't work, but he also was like, he was so amped up, they said, because he was so amped up because like the comeback tour and shit like that he couldn't sleep. Why did they should have went straight for the milk. That's what they called it. That was their nickname for it. Whatever the fuck it's called. But, you know what I mean? Why would you pop 50 different, like 4 other pills, knowing they weren't going to work, and then take the sedation as well? You see what I'm saying there? That doesn't make sense, Michael. He was charged with manslaughter, involuntary manslaughter, and only got 4 years. We need to start rewriting shit. I don't know why we still going off of whatever the fuck rules from not 19. When the fuck did we get here on the Mayflower? Whenever the fuck we got here on the Mayflower with Columbia, we gotta start changing shit around. There's no way what the fuck? It feels like we're using such old 4 years. You took someone's life, which again, Michael wanted it to go to sleep, not to die, but you're a doctor, so you shouldn't have even... There's so many factors that play into it, and he wasn't a good person even to begin with. Just only... Bro, 4 years only fucking... imagine only going back to high school. That's what 4 years is. What the fuck? The doctors, lawyers, so he got found guilty, whatever the fuck, and everyone wanted to see the guy in handcuffs. Obviously, you know, it's like... The more I'm watching these stupid shits, it's like the more I realize how fucked we really are if we were fuck up. Anyways, so they made like an agreement basically saying they don't want the imagery of him in handcuffs. Motherfucker, his imagery is murdering Michael Jackson. You think seeing him in handcuffs is gonna fucking ruin his image? And they made an agreement. What was he gonna do? Say no? What? He's already found guilty, you fucking idiot. What's he gonna do? No, I'm not getting out of the car if I have handcuffs on. Drag the motherfucker if you have to with handcuffs on. Like, bro, what the fuck? What? If this guy's getting away with little shit like that, and he's I wouldn't say a nobody, but like he didn't have that much power technically, imagine the real people in power. So this motherfucker was on the phone with the huz while Michael's over there fucking dying and shit. But he's over there on the huz, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we about to get this check, jit. Like, yo, we better travel the world. We gonna be on Michael, jit. Like, we really gonna... Oh, shit, Michael dying. Like, literally? Bro, I couldn't imagine, bro. I couldn't imagine. I don't understand. 25 minutes, Michael was basically dead for before they called the ambulance. 25 minutes, bro. Fun fact, I don't know the exact time stamp. I'm a little blank right now. But for them to get to me while I'm on the floor dying, blood gushing everywhere, literally face punctured inwards, arm, bone out my body. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, I don't even know, to be honest. Now that I'm thinking about my timestamps right now, just know, legs broken, pelvis snapped in half. Everything in between, bruh. 20 minutes of real dying. And this motherfucker on the phone with the huz while Michael is slowly drifting to death. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not comparing the two. I'm just letting you know, like, time does matter. If he wasn't a fucking pussy-ass bitch and was like, oh my god, like, first of all, he was on the phone with the huz, none of this would have probably would have happened. But I'm saying, like, if he like, panicked and, like, try to cover up his marks and, like, you know, put all the shit in the bag, like, you know, try to, like, cover it up like he wasn't there. Like, buddy, they know you're there with the bag. Or, like, you see what I'm saying? And then on top of that, he was giving one-handed CPR. Like, I don't even know what that looked like. What? He's like, yeah, hold up, babe. I'm going to call you back right now. I'm in a little bit of emergency. Just, you know, we about to go to London soon, though. Don't forget about that, all right? We go to London real soon. I'll call you back in a little bit, all right, bye. Hey, y'all gonna call the hospital? Cause Bro, that is crazy. I know the exact time periods when somebody made the first phone call for me. Look at the timestamps. Timing is everything, dude. I was like 5 minutes away. I crashed right before right on the exit, basically, like for the hospital. I was like 5 minutes away from the hospital. That drive felt like eternity. I literally I remember that drive, and I just gave up because it felt like forever. When that fentanyl hit me, when they gave me that fent, I was like, y'all got it. Yeah, I believe in y'all. I'm not joking. I had my thumb up. Like, thumb up and all, basically, like, letting them know I'm good type shit. I was not good type shit. But it's just crazy that this motherfucker was really on the phone with the huz. He was on the, like, that's not a joke, by the way. Like, he was actually on the phone with the huz when he was finding out Michael Jackson died. Like, they had the records. The girl even went on the stand and was like, yeah, he put the phone in the pocket. It was like some scuffling shit. And that's not a joke. So he got 4 years, and he got his license suspended. He already had a bad money problem. Like, that's not enough. I want to know where this motherfucker's at right now. Let's look up right now. Let's look up where the fuck this motherfucker. He'd probably tell me I have 3 minutes left. So I'm right fucking back because he only served 2 years because of good behavior. An overpopulated prison. I don't give a fuck if they have to sleep on the fucking floor. What the fuck is going on now? And why am I just now finding out about this shit? He still does medical consultation without a license. I'm in disbelief right now. In May of 2023, he opened his own institute entitled DCM Medical Institute in El Soroco. I don't give a fuck if I spelled that wrong because why is he even there? A suburb of San Juan, Trinidad and Tobago. Why? How? And what I learned, I don't know what the fuck I just learned. Truth be fucking told. It's 2026. I didn't know Michael Jackson died in 2009, though. Low-key, I did not know that. I thought, like, a moral of the fucking story is don't do drugs, kids. I don't even know what else the moral of the story is besides just don't fucking do drugs. Like, R.I.P. Michael, he really was the fucking GOAT for real. That's just crazy. Like, he really should be. It's one of those things where it's like, why it's always like celebrities that die and like their deaths always just doesn't make sense sometimes. Like, it's always could have been either preventable or vice versa, or just like there's so many just deaths that doesn't make sense sometimes, and that's one of them. And I just learned about that. That's fucking crazy. There's a lot of random facts in there that is also just crazy. That just like they really did skip over the baby advertisements in the room. Like, they really did skip over it. They really did. And they said they were. They said that they weren't there for that. That's already been found not guilty, so there's no point for that. You know what I'm saying? Which it just makes sense, but dude, that's fucking crazy. Yo, I know people were fucking devastated. You know what I mean? I know people were like devastated, dude. Like, imagine waking up, dude, look at that. Sorry. Imagine waking up and like you see the news Michael Jackson died of like a cardiac arrest, basically. GG Michael, dude. Also, how the fuck is the doctor even still like the world? Yeah. About to go under sedation, the same sedation he went under and everything like that, to go to sleep. Like, just to go to sleep in his bed. I'm gonna do that for surgery. So I hope you guys realize that, like, what the doctor was doing and what Michael was doing was on a different scale level. Like, you can't do this anywhere else. He was doing it in a bedroom. Remember that. It's crazy to think. You see this IV? He had it full of the fucking serum. Just remember that. Straight vein. Like a vein shot. Like, that's just sleep. Just to sleep. Just to get a good nap in for months. That's insanity. Not just because of the doctor himself, but also to Michael. Like, for him not be able to sleep or whatever, he must have loved it. I just want you to know that, like, it's crazy. It's insanity. The fact that Michael needed this stuff to just go to sleep. Just to go to sleep. Not for surgery, not for pain. Sleep.